Hello everyone, my name is Shireen and welcome to my EGX 2023 blog. This was one of the biggest EGX conventions I've ever been in. Literally, the indie game section alone was absolutely huge. They had two sections on each side of the main aisle. First indie game I want to start talking about is of course Full Void. This is the game I'm currently playing on my indie game gameplay walkthrough channel, and it is one of the best 2D platformer puzzle games I've ever played, and that is specifically because of the artistic choices the developers made. I've been lucky enough to see them twice now, once at WASD and at EGX as well. And they are a lovely bunch of people. I got to talk to Rosalia for the second time. I got to talk to the main artist of the game as well, and I got to talk to the main software developer. And it actually runs on their own custom engine as well, which makes it even better. I cannot praise this game enough. There was also one person at the convention who completed the game there and then. I actually didn't know you could do that. I thought it was just a demo, but she completed the whole thing. The love and passion they have for this game is just so infectious, and if you love pixel retro games, if you love platformers, if you love 2D puzzle games, definitely check Full Void out. It will also have a physical release on the Evercade console. The second game I want to talk to you about is a game called Locomotive. This is a murder mystery 2D pixel art game that's going to be available on Steam. It is it's just a really cool, fun, colourful murder mystery game. The third game I want to talk to you about is called Lucy Dreaming. This is a 2D pixelated point and click puzzle game where you play as Lucy, a young girl who is having nightmares, and there's also a dark family secret. It is splendidly British with lots of dry and hilarious humour. And also shout out to Tom, one of the developers. We had a good talk at the stand. He was literally there all day by himself, both Saturday and Sunday. So shout out to him. We had a good chinwag. And yeah, he's very passionate about the game. Really, just a really cool guy. He's very enthusiastic, really happy to see people playing the game, also helping them if they got stuck during the game as well. So definitely look at it if you're looking for a new point and click adventure game. The fourth game I want to talk about is Loddlenaut. It is a really cool, cozy ocean cleanup game where you're literally assigned a job to clean up the ocean. The fifth game I want to talk to you about is called Pine Hearts. Now this game has been all over the place, and they even had a panel at EGX as well. It is, as described, a itsy bitsy open world puzzle game. Explore the sleepy scenery of Pine Hearts Caravan Park as you uncover items, unlock new paths, and discover all the little secrets stuffed throughout the park. Unfortunately, I didn't get to play this one because so many people wanted to play it, which is obviously really good to see at Gaming Convention, but I'm definitely going to check it out. The demo is available right now. The sixth and final game I want to talk about is a game that I've seen trailers for and I've seen people hyped for, but I haven't actually played myself, and that is Tin Hearts. This is a game where you're basically navigating a troop of tin soldiers through a magical toy-filled world with immersive narrative puzzles. And it's also now got it will have a VR version, and I think it's kind of a cool concept. It's not a game that I would be into, but if you're into those kind of strategy type games where you're leading a group of people or a group of objects, like Pikmin for example, then you will probably love this game. Also check it out if you love narrative games as well. Now on to the AAA games. Now, to be completely honest with you, I don't go to EGX for the AAA games, but there were a few that I saw there that actually caught my eye. So the first one being Sega's Sonic Superstars. As I've said on Twitter many times, Sonic the Hedgehog on Mega Drive was my very first video game I ever played, so Sonic holds a very special place in my heart. And when I tell you I'm excited to play this game, it is crazy. I feel like I've been following Sonic from Twitter into the real life. I've been following that statue from like Brick Lane all the way down to central London. It's actually crazy. But yeah, I'm so hyped for this game. And like at WASD, we also saw Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. I still haven't played this game. I don't think there's a demo available for this game, but it does look really, really good. Obviously based on the original Prince of Persia game. Now it's in a fully like colourful 2D side-scrolling adventure game, I would call it. One thing that I was very happy to see back at EGX this year was all of the wonderful electronics that were missing from last year, specifically Omen and Corsair. They were not there last year, and I always have a temptation to buy something, but I didn't buy anything. But they looked so good, dude. The Cyberpower PC, the Corsair mice, and the Corsair keyboard, specifically the one that I really wanted, the little mini Corsair keyboard that you'll see in the video. That is actually the one that I wanted for my Steam Deck, but I decided against it because it was like £80, and it's like my setup isn't permanent right now. But honestly, like, Corsair have it, you know. So Corsair, IQ, Cyberpower, definitely check those down in the links down below. They also had a Cyberpower Bus, which was basically a double-decker London bus filled with gaming computers inside. There was also a Xbox Playseat, which is like a Xbox simulator for games, car games mostly. Not to sound mean or anything, I'm not an expert on simulators, but it is definitely one of the cheaper ones I've seen. Like, it literally looked like a garden chair strapped to a steering wheel that had pedals on the bottom. It looked pretty comfortable, but it looked kind of awkward, you know, like, just you'll see on the video. Oh, and as always, we have various stalls, but the main stall with the controller plates, face plates, and the thumbstick covers, I guess you could call them, the silicone covers. Again, I was very tempted to get some, but I didn't buy anything this year. I didn't need to buy anything. I have a good setup. So yeah, let me know down below if you bought any or if you're interested in any of that stuff. And finally, we have a few of the panels that were at EGX this year, notably the development of a game I previously mentioned, Pine Hearts, the developer talking about how they colored the game and how they have two different color schemes for the game. So they have the all colored version, you know, all the popping colors, the background's colorful, the main characters are colorful. And they have a kind of a second version that's kind of like a blocky version where the only things that are actually colored are the foreground. So all the characters are blocky and everything they interact with are blocky, but the background is completely grayscale. So I guess if you had color blindness or visual impairments, that version of the game will be suited to you, which is actually pretty cool because you never really think about, you know, how other people see colors or how they might experience the game. The second and final panel that I saw was the content creators, various content creators from YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram, I think, as well. They mentioned four YouTubers, one of which I watch, Iona, or Yuna, I think her name is, absolutely really cool YouTuber. Basically talk about their stories on like why they started content creation, creating content in the first place, staying focused within content creation, you know, finding your own voice, and also the business side of things where, like, you know, making your own contracts so that you know what you're willing to do if you get a sponsor, and putting in that contract, you know, if they can use your likeness, if they can use your name, what you're willing to sacrifice for that, and making sure you actually know what they're putting into their game or what they're putting into their marketing advertisement as well. So it's very good. That panel was really good, and also I got to meet Yuna as well. I don't really usually do this, but I saw other people lining up, so I was like, you know what? Let me just see what happens. If I don't get to see her, I don't get to see her. But she literally stayed behind, like all four of them stayed behind some time. Yuna stayed there the most. She was there for a good like 20 minutes afterwards, talking to people of various, you know, sizes on YouTube and Twitch and ages as well. There was one little young person there just starting out. You know, she's really cool to talk to. I literally just said hi to her, and I've been subscribed to her channel for a really long time, a while now, a couple of years I think. And yeah, she was really nice about the whole situation. You know, I just talked to her for literally 5-10 minutes and say thank you for her content, her cozy game content, and just for being authentic as well. Thank you to Yuna for staying behind. And that is it. That is my vlog from EGX 2023. I hope you've enjoyed it. It was one of the best EGX I've ever been to. Just the scale of it, just the indie games itself. You know, it was truly incredible to see it and experience it. And yeah, I'm definitely going to go back next year. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments down below if you've been to EGX, if you've been to a gaming convention, what you think of it, and what is your favorite upcoming game of 2023. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.